And here we go. Our good buddy, ESPN caddy Michael Collins, joining us here on Bet to preview the Masters upcoming in April. Right now, Dustin Johnson.
Hold on. Isn't that a great shirt?
That is a
great shirt he's wearing right there.
It's a fantastic.
Love that shirt.
It would look great with a green jacket over it if we're going to talk Augusta, Michael Collins. But we go back there. Oh, it's got some green in it. He's got some green in it.
Little green.
We go back to November of 2020. Dustin Johnson beat the field at Augusta, won the green jacket. Ever since that victory, he's been the favorite for the 2021 Masters down at Augusta. His price right now, plus 650. Is he your favorite to repeat and don the green jacket again?
No. You know how hard it is to repeat at the Masters? It just isn't done. I mean, it rarely ever happens. And think about this. Tiger Woods got to keep that green jacket for almost 2 years. Dustin Johnson is going to have to give his back in only 4 months. He needs to talk to somebody at Augusta to be like, hey, man, that ain't fair. I'm going to take this jacket back home, and I'll bring back next November when I get my year. But that's not how it works. So Dustin Johnson, do I like him at the Masters? Maybe for a top 10 as he's defending champion? Yes. But as an outright win? Nope.
All right, so let's remove some of the guys at the top of the board when it comes to the odds. 15 to 1 or higher. Where would you be looking? What kind of names can you throw at us?
Oh, that's a really good question on that one. Again, I think Collin Morikawa, he's an old soul. This guy is 24 years old, but he plays like a guy who's a 40-year-old with that kind of experience. And I really think the fact that, number one, he's already got a major under his belt, the PGA Championship. Number two, he just won a WGC. Number three, I'm picking him to win here at TBC Sawgrass in the Players Championship. So if he has those three tournaments under his belt going to the Masters, then I don't think the moment's going to be too big for Collin Morikawa. So he's the guy that I'm looking at going, I like his number right now, and I love the way he plays golf.
All right, Michael, one more thing that fans can wager on is margin of victory in this tournament. And we're going to show you a graphic right here that indicates the odds on these Masters margins of victory. A playoff, if it goes to a playoff, plus 300. You see the prices for one shot all the way up to 4+. How would you approach this bet? Knowing what you know about the course, about the field, and how a Masters tournament usually comes down to the back nine on Sunday, how do you approach this?
Let me tell you something. If you gave me $100 right now and said I had to put it on one of those of the graphic that you just put up, I'm putting all $100 on that 3-shot victory right there. I just think at Augusta on Sunday, when you have it going and you get a 1 or a 2-shot lead going into 15, well, that kind of confidence just keeps carrying through. And I think other players around feel it. Remember, this Augusta is going to have patrons, so you're going to hear the roar of the crowd. So when that one guy gets out there and starts getting the crowd pumped up, the other guys are going to hear those little roars coming through Augusta, and they sound like nothing else out there. And because of that, man, 3 shots at plus 450, hey! Throwing my cash down right there.
Michael Collins, one last question before we let you go regarding the Masters. You mentioned this with Dustin Johnson. He's only going to get 4 months in between winning the jacket and giving it back since we've had the pandemic, the delay, and a different schedule this year. How much do you think that's going to affect the prep and the mindset of the golfers coming into Augusta? Would that open up an opportunity for more of a long shot this year, in your opinion, because of the condensed schedule between last year's Masters and this year's?
You know, we talked about first-time winners, and I don't think that changes anything. I think it is almost impossible for a first-time winner to take it at the Masters, regardless of if they played in November or in April. That being said, I will say that experience is going to matter just a little bit. But I think if the temperature and the weather is good at Augusta this year, you're going to see those young guys. They're not going to feel any kind of what normally other guys would feel, any kind of tiredness whatsoever, because remember, we're in the middle of the wraparound season. So I don't think necessarily that the schedule or the Masters that had been in November is going to affect these guys in April that much.
Awesome stuff. ESPN golf analyst Michael Collins joining us here on Bet. Michael, enjoy yourself down there just outside Jacksonville. We look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thanks, man. And catch America's Caddy.
America's Caddy. We'll make sure we put the lower third up. Thank you very much for joining the show.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.